I was running through the noise of my own making, chasing every echo in the dark. Every road I took was slowly breaking, leaving shadows on my heart. I was drowning in a restless river, trying to fight the undertow. Every answer left me colder, didn't know which way to go. Then you called my name in the silence, got through the chaos in me. I heard your voice in the distance, saying, son, just follow me. You lead me to still waters, where my soul can finally breathe. You lie me down in green pastures, right where I am meant to be. Even when the valley calls me and the night feels longer than it should, I will trust you as my shepherd. You are working for my good. There were nights I felt forgotten, like my prayers just hit the sky. Every tear I try to hide, every broken wire, but you were closer than my heartbeat. Even when I could not feel, you were writing hope in hidden places, teaching my heart to heal. You never left in the silence, you never turned away. Even when I was doubting, you were making a way. You lead me to still waters, where my soul can finally breathe. You lie me down in green pastures, right where I am meant to be. Even when the valley calls me and the night feels longer than it should, I will trust you as my shepherd. You are working for my good. Still waters, peace like I've never known. Still waters, I am finally coming home. I remember who I used to be, running from the truth, trying to fill the empty spaces with temporary proof. But grace found me in the ruins, mercy met me in the fall. I gave my life to Jesus, now He is my all in all. When fear says I am alone, your promise says I am yours. When the storm is raging on, your love is my secure shore. You lead me to still waters, where my soul can finally breathe. You lie me down in green pastures, right where I am meant to be. Though I walk through shadowed valleys, I will not be afraid, for you are walking was quiet, but my mind was loud. Questions hanging like heavy clouds. I tried to pray, but the words felt weak. Heaven felt so far from me. I was standing on a fragile edge, holding on by a thinning thread. Faith felt smaller than my fear, and doubt was whispering in my ear. But even in the dark, when I could not see your hand, something deep inside my heart said you still had a plan. When I could not see the sunrise, when the night would not release, I chose to trust your promise. I chose to fall to my knees. When I could not feel your presence and my world felt incomplete, I held on to your word, even when I could not see. Every loss cut deeper than before. Closed dreams scattered on the floor. I was tired of being strong, tired of trying to hold on. Friends would say it will be fine, but they could not read my mind. Only you knew every scar, every question in my heart. You were closer than the silence, closer than my pain. Even when I could not trace you, I knew you knew my name. When I could not see the sunrise, when the night would not release, I chose to trust your promise. I chose to fall to my knees. When I could not feel your presence and my world felt incomplete, I held on to your word, even when I could not see. Faith is not a feeling, it is a step into the unknown. Faith is saying I believe when I feel alone. Looking back, I see it now. You were faithful through it all. Every tear became a seed, every stumble made me fall. Right into your open arms, where grace was waiting there. You never asked for perfect faith, just a heart that cared. You were writing something greater through the waiting and the pain. Now I see the hidden mercy in every drop of rain. When I could not see the sunrise, when the night would not release, I chose to trust your promise. I chose to fall to my knees. When I could not feel your presence and my world felt incomplete, I held on to your word, even when I could not see. Yeah, I will walk by faith, not sight, even in the longest night. If you say it, I believe. You are everything I need. Though the mountain stands ahead, though my tears are still unshed, I will trust the unseen hand of the one who understands. You never failed me, you never left, you never walked away. You were faithful yesterday, you were faithful today. Now I see the sunrise breaking through the gray. All the nights of waiting were not wasted days. You were shaping my forever through the valley deep. Never thought the road would break me. Never thought I'd feel this small. One phone call and everything changed. Now I'm staring at these walls, trying to understand the silence, trying to breathe through the ache. Every step feels so much heavier with every move I make. But even here in the shadows, where the light feels far away, there's a whisper in the darkness calling out my name. Through the valley of the shadow, I will not be afraid. You are walking right beside me, every step I take. When the night is closing in and my heart begins to shake, through the valley of the shadow, I will trust you by faith. Grief can feel like an ocean pulling at your feet. Memories like waves keep crashing, knocking me off my feet. But you say you are my shepherd, you say I'm not alone. Even when I feel abandoned, you are leading me home. Your rod and staff, they guide me. Your promise is my light. Though I cannot see the ending, I will trust you through the night. Through the valley of the shadow, I will not be afraid. You are walking right beside me, every step I take. When the night is closing in and my heart begins to shake, through the valley of the shadow, I will trust you by faith. Not by sight, not by feelings, not by what my eyes can see, but by faith, by your promise. You are here with me. I remember who I was before you, running from the truth, trying to fight my battles with nothing left to lose. But you met me in my brokenness, you pulled me from the grave. I gave my life to Jesus, now my life is yours to save. So if this road gets steeper, if the tears fall like the rain, I will cling to what is certain. You remain the same. Through the valley of the shadow, I will not be afraid. You are walking right beside me, every step I take. When the night is closing in and my heart begins to shake, through the valley of the shadow, I will trust you by faith. You prepare a table in the presence of my fears. You anoint my head with oil, you have counted every tear. Surely goodness and mercy are following me still, even in the deepest valley. You are greater than this hell. I will fear no evil. You are here. I will fear no evil. You are near. I will fear no evil. You are here with me. Through the valley of the shadow, I will lift my eyes and sing. You are still my faithful shepherd, you are still my king. And when I cannot see the way, when I don't know what tomorrow brings, through the valley of the shadow, I will trust in everything. Through the valley, you are with me. Through the valley, you are with me. I was chasing every broken mirror, looking for myself inside the glass. Every reflection getting clearer, that this life was fading fast. I built my dreams on sinking sand, thought I didn't need a guiding hand. But every road I walked alone left me further from my home. Then you found me in the night, when I had no strength to fight. You called me by my name and nothing stayed the same. Shepherd of my soul, you came and made me whole. When I was lost and far from home, you wouldn't let me go. Shepherd of my heart, you loved me from the start. I give you every broken part. Shepherd of my soul. I remember kneeling in surrender, tears falling on the floor. Every fear I tried to cover, didn't have to hide no more. Grace was louder than my shame, mercy stronger than my pain. I gave my life to Jesus, now I'll never be the same. You lifted up my head, spoke life into what felt dead. You turned my mourning into praise and changed my ways. Shepherd of my soul, you came and made me whole. When I was lost and far from home, you wouldn't let me go. Shepherd of my heart, you loved me from the start. I give you every broken part. Shepherd of my soul, I am yours, I am yours, forever yours. There are days the road is heavy and my faith feels small, but I remember where you found me, how you carried me through it all. You never promised easy, you never promised light, but you promised you would lead me through the darkest night. So when the doubts return and the old bridges start to burn, I will stand on what is true. I belong to you. Shepherd of my soul, you came and made me whole. When I was lost and far from home, you wouldn't let me go. Shepherd of my heart, you loved me from the start. I give you every broken part. Shepherd of my soul, you leave the 99 to find the one like me. You walk into the wilderness to set the captive free. No valley is too deep, no mountain is too tall. If I start to wander, you will hear my call. You restore, you redeem, you restore, write my story. You redeem all for your glory. You restore, you redeem all for your glory. You restore, shepherd of my soul. You are in control. You are in control. And far from home, you wouldn't let me go. Shepherd of my heart, you love me from the start. I give you every broken part. Shepherd of my soul, shepherd of my soul, shepherd of my soul. Lead me home, lead me home. Some days I wake up with the weight of it, like a stone pressed on my chest. Prayers feel slow and heaven feels distant, and I don't know what comes next. I thought that faith would mean no hurting, thought the tears would fade away. But walking with you doesn't mean there are never rainy days. Still in the middle of the questions, still in the middle of the pain, there's a steady hand that holds me, and a voice that calls my name. I am broken but held, shaken but not destroyed, wounded but still forgiven, empty but filled with joy. Even in my weakness, even when my heart compels, I may be broken, but I am held. There are scars that tell a story of the battles I have faced, of the nights I almost gave up on mercy and on grace. But you never turned away from me when I was at my worst. You met me in the wreckage and quenched my deepest thirst. You don't ask for perfect, you don't ask for strength, you just ask for my surrender and my trust in you each day. I am broken but held, shaken but not destroyed, wounded but still forgiven, empty but filled with joy. Even in my weakness, even when my heart compels, I may be broken, but I am held, held by the arms that form the mountains, held by the love that calmed the seas, held by the scars that bought my freedom. Jesus, you are holding me. I remember who I used to be, hiding every flaw, trying to prove that I was worthy, trying to stand tall. But you show me that my weakness is where your power shines. When I lay my pride before you, that's where strength I find. So if this road gets heavy and my courage starts to bend, I will lean into your promise, you will hold me to the end. I am broken but held, shaken but not destroyed, wounded but still forgiven, empty but filled with joy. Even in my weakness, even when my heart compels, I may be broken, but I am held. You were close to the crushed in spirit, you were near to the ones who fall. You rebuild what has been shattered, you redeem it all. When my faith is barely breathing, when my hope is thin as thread, you are writing resurrection where I thought it was dead. Not abandoned, not forgotten, not alone in this fight. You are with me, you are for me, you are my light. I am broken but held, safe within your hands. Every piece of my shattered heart is part of your perfect plan. All my tears are counted, every prayer is heard. I may be broken, but I am held. Broken but held, broken but held in the arms of Jesus. Broken but of standing at the crossroads, with my past behind my eyes. Every wrong turn, every failure, every hidden compromise. I heard your voice above the noise, calling me by name. You didn't see who I had been, you saw who I could become in grace. I felt the weight fall off my shoulders when I laid my old life down. There was freedom in surrender when I let you turn me around. No turning back, no gonna who I was before. You pulled me from the darkness, opened up the door. No turning back, I have seen the light of grace. I gave my life to Jesus, now I'm running in your ways. The world still tries to call me with familiar melodies, whispers of the old life and easy memories. But I have tasted living water, I have felt your fire. Nothing in this broken world can take me any higher. When temptation comes a knocking and the road gets hard to track, I remember where you found me, and I won't be looking back. No turning back, no gonna who I was before. You pulled me from the darkness, opened up the door. No turning back, I've seen the light of grace. I gave my life to Jesus, now I'm running in your ways. Forward in faith, forward in truth, leaving the past behind, following you. There will be valleys waiting, there will be storms ahead, but I have built my future on every word you said. You are the rock beneath me, the anchor for my soul. Even when the wind is raging, you are in control. So let the mountains tremble, let the oceans roar. I have made my decision, my heart is yours. No turning back, even when the cost is high. You carried my cross of shame, gave me brand new life. No turning back, through the fire and the flood, I belong to Jesus, I am covered by his blood. I counted up the cost and you were worth it all. Every chain that held me down had to break and fall. This is my declaration, this is my vow, forever I am yours, starting now. I won't go back, I won't retreat. Your love has captured me. My past is gone, my future's sealed in your victory. No turning back, till my final breath. You defeated sin and fear, you defeated death. No turning back, all my days I'll say I gave my life to Jesus, and I will walk his way. No turning back, oh, no turning back, oh, no turning back. With every step I take, no turning back. I never thought you'd bless me here in the middle of my drought. With empty hands and unanswered prayers, so many lingering doubts. The ground was dry beneath my feet. The sky was copper red. I thought this place was punishment, but you were near instead. Right where I felt the loneliest, right where I felt the least, you were setting something beautiful, preparing a feast. You set a table in the wilderness, right in front of all my fears. In the middle of my brokenness, you wiping every tear. When I thought that I was finished, when I thought I had nothing left, you set a table in the wilderness and called it blessing instead. I saw the faces of my failures standing all around, memories of every fall, every time I hit the ground. But you did not shame me, you did not turn away. You welcomed me with open arms and taught my heart to stay. Where I expected judgment, I found amazing grace. Where season dressed in gray, where laughter felt so far away. Every morning felt the same, waking up inside the pain, smiling just to hide the truth, trying to be strong for everyone in view. But when the night would finally fall, I felt the weight of it all. You saw the tears I never showed, you heard the prayers I barely spoke, right in the ashes of my shame. You whispered hope again, you give me all of joy for morning, beauty rising from the pain. You turn my sorrow into dancing, you rewrite what was broken in me. Where there was heaviness of spirit, now there's freedom in your name. You give me all of joy for morning, and I will never be the same. I thought this valley was the end, that I would never rise again. Every dream felt stripped away, like winter would forever stay. But you were working underground, where silent miracles are found. Even in my darkest hour, you were planting seeds of power. You trade my fear for faith, you trade my night for day. What I thought was lost, you were using for your way. You give me all of joy for morning, beauty rising from the pain. You turn my sorrow into dancing, you rewrite what was broken in me. Where there was heaviness of spirit, now there's freedom in your name. You give me all of joy for morning, and I will never be the same. Joy is coming, joy is coming, I can feel it in my soul. Joy is coming, joy is coming, you are making me whole. I remember when I gave you all the pieces of my heart. I didn't know how you would use them, or where you even start. But you took my cracked foundation and built it strong in grace. Now every scar tells of your mercy, every tear reveals your face. So if I walk through mourning, if I walk through loss, I will trust the hands that healed me at the cross. You give me all of joy for morning, beauty rising from the pain. You turn my sorrow into dancing, you rewrite what was broken in me. Where there was heaviness of spirit, now there's freedom in your name. You give me all of joy for morning, and I will never be the same. This is not the end of my story, this is not the final page. You are turning every chapter into glory from the pain. Ashes into beauty, tears into praise. You are faithful through the fire, you are worthy always. Joy in the morning, light in the night, hope in the waiting. You are my life. You give me all of joy for morning, lift my head again. You turn my desert into gardens, you restore my heart within. Now my song is rising louder than the sorrow that once came. You give me all of joy for morning, and I will bless your name. Falling on me, all of joy, you have. breaks and I'm still learning how to trust you day by day. Not just in the big surrender, but in every small step of faith. It's easy to sing about forever, harder when the road is long, when the ordinary moments feel too quiet for a song. But you are God of every hour, not just mountaintop praise. You are close in every heartbeat, in 1,000 simple ways. So walk with me through the laughter and the tears, through the questions and the fears. Jesus, stay right here. Walk with me in the sunlight, in the rain, in the healing, in the pain. Every single day, I don't wanna move without you. I don't wanna lose your way. So walk with me. I have seen what life looks like when I try to lead alone. Every shortcut, every detour, every seed that I have sown. But since the day I gave you all my future, all my past, I have learned that true freedom is walking where you ask. Not ahead of your direction, not behind in doubt, just right beside my Savior, where your love is poured out. So walk with me through the laughter and the tears, through the questions and the fears. Jesus, stay right here. Walk with me in the sunlight, in the rain, in the healing, in the pain. Every single day, I don't wanna move without you. I don't wanna lose your way. So walk with me, step by step, breath by breath. You are guiding me, hand in hand through this land. You are leading me. There are choices waiting for me. There are battles yet to fight. There are valleys I'll be facing. There are long and restless nights. But I remember who you are, my shepherd and my friend, the one who saved my soul, will be faithful to the end. So if my heart grows weary, if my vision starts to fade, remind me of the moment when I knelt and prayed. So walk with me through the laughter and the tears, through the questions and the fears. Jesus, stay right here. Walk with me in the sunlight, in the rain, in the healing, in the pain. Every single day, I don't wanna move without you. I don't wanna lose your way. Teach me how to listen, teach me how to trust when the noise is loud around me, when my dreams collect their dust. Be the fire in my footsteps, be the compass of my heart. If I ever start to wander, pull me back to where you are. Closer than my shadow, closer than the air. You are always with me, you are always there. Walk with me till my thought the heat would rise this high. Never thought the flames would reach the sky. Pressure closing in from every side. Nowhere left to run or hide. I can feel the questions in the smoke. Every promise that I ever spoke feels tested in the burning light. Standing in the fight, but you are with me in the blaze. You are stronger than the flame. This fire will not consume me. I am covered by your name. I've got faith in the fire, hope in the heat. When the world is shaking under my feet, you are my shelter, you are my shield. This is the place where my trust is revealed. Even when the flames grow higher, I will lift your name up higher. I've got faith in the fire. There are moments I can barely stand, trying hard to understand why the road is paved with pain, why the storm feels unrestrained. But I remember where you brought me from, how your grace has overcome every battle, every scar. You have carried me this far. So if this is refining, if this is your design, then shape my heart and courage. Let your glory shine. I've got faith in the fire, hope in the heat. When the world is shaking under my feet, you are my shelter, you are my shield. This is the place where my trust is revealed. Even when the flames grow higher, I will lift your name up higher. I've got faith in the fire. Not burned, not broken, not left alone. You are with me in every place. Turn my fear to worship, turn my doubt to praise. Let this fire be the proof of unshakable faith. Through the flames, through the night, you are my light. Through the storm, through the pain, you remain. I've got faith in the fire, stronger than fear, closer than every tear. You are my defender, my firm foundation, my living salvation. Even when the flames grow higher, you are my heart's desire. I've got faith in the fire, faith in the fire. You are my desire, faith in the fire. I can see it clearer now, looking back on where I've been. All the nights I cried alone, all the weight of hidden sin. Every road that led to nowhere, every door that wouldn't stay. I thought I walked those miles alone, 'cause you were there all the way. In the silence, in the ache, in every breath I didn't take, you are faithful, you are true, even when I ran from you. You were there in the heartbreak, you were there in the fall. You were there when I felt like I had nothing left at all. In the shadows of my failure, in the middle of my prayer, before I even knew your name, Jesus, you were there. When I try to numb the hurting with distractions and with pride, when I build my walls up higher, trying hard to hide, you were patient in the waiting. You were gentle with my soul. You let me feel the distance, so I know I needed home. You never forced my surrender. You never closed the door. You stood with mercy in your hands, waiting for me to want more. You were there in the heartbreak. You were there in the fall. You were there when I felt like I had nothing left at all. In the shadows of my failure, in the middle of my prayer, before I even knew your name, Jesus, you were there. Jesus, you were there. Always there, constant love, never leaving, never giving up. I remember when I gave you all my fear and all my shame, kneeling in that quiet moment, calling on your name. It wasn't just a new beginning, you were seeing what was true. You had been my quiet savior long before I ever knew. Through every unanswered question, through every hidden tear, now I see it in the light. You were always near. You were there in the waiting. You were there in the pain. You were there in the breaking, turning loss into gain. Now I stand in the promise with a heart laid bare, and I'll tell the world forever, Jesus, you were there. You were there. You were there. Through it all, you were there. You were there. You were there. Through it all, you were there. I used to think that love was easy, soft words and open doors. Never thought that love would lead me through refining fires and wars. When you closed the paths I wanted, when you said no to my plan, I didn't see a loving father, I just didn't understand. But now I see it different, through the tears and through the past. Every door that you shut firmly was a mercy meant to last. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me, even when they correct my heart. When I wander far from safety, you pull me back to where you are. It may not feel like freedom when you got me in the dark, but your rod and your staff, they comfort me. They are shaping who I am. There were habits I held tightly, there were dreams not born of you. There were roads that felt so right, but would never lead me through. You loved me too much to leave me in the ruins of my pride. So you broke the chains around me, even when I cried. What felt like loss was rescue, what felt like pain was grace. You were carving out a future in every heart embrace. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me, even when they correct my heart. When I wander far from safety, you pull me back to where you are. It may not feel like freedom when you got me in the dark, but your rod and your staff, they comfort me. They are shaping who I am. You discipline the ones you love, you never let them go. Even when the path is steep, you are teaching me to grow. Since the day I gave you everything, my future and my name, you have been my steady shepherd, always faithful, always the same. So if I start to drift again, if I lose my way, I will trust the hand that guides me more than what I feel that day. Because I know your heart is good, I know your ways are right. Even when the road is narrow, you are my light. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me, even when they correct my heart. When I wander far from safety, you pull me back to where you are. It may not feel like freedom when you got me in the dark, but your rod and your staff, they comfort me. They are shaping who I am. You are not against me, you are for my soul. You are not restricting, you are making me whole. Every boundary you place is a gift of love. Every step of correction is from above. Lead me, guide me, even when it's hard. Keep me, shape me, faithful shepherd God. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me through every test and trial. You are forming Christ within me, step by step, mile by mile. And when I reach the other side, I will finally understand. Your rod and your staff, they comforted me. They were mercy in your hand. Comfort me, shepherd lead. Comfort me, I will follow thee. The sun went down without a warning, left me standing in the cold. Every certainty I leaned on felt like it was breaking hope. I tried to pray, but all I whispered was, why is this so hard? All I saw was scattered pieces of a shattered heart. But even in the deepest midnight, there's a promise in the dark. You are closer than the silence. You are lighting up a spark. This night will pass, though it feels so long. Weeping may endure, but joy is coming with the dawn. I will hold on to the truth you said. You are still my shepherd, even here in the shadowed valley bed. This night will pass. There are tears that fall in secret. There are prayers I barely speak. There are days my faith feels fragile and my spirit feels so weak. But I remember who you've been through every storm before. You have never failed me yet. You are faithful evermore. When I cannot see the sunrise, when the stars refuse to shine, I will trust the one who holds all of space and time. This night will pass, though it feels so long. Weeping may endure, but joy is coming with the dawn. I will hold on to the truth you said. You are still my shepherd, even here in the shadowed valley bed. This night will pass. Hold on, heart, don't give in. Morning light is breaking in. I remember when I gave you all my fear and broken dreams, not knowing how you'd use them or what surrender means. Now even in the darkness, there's a steady, quiet peace, because the one who saved my soul is my hope and my release. So if the hours feel endless, if the answers feel delayed, I will rest within the promise you have already made. This night will pass, though it feels so long. Weeping may endure, but joy is coming with the dawn. I will hold on to the truth you said. You are still my shepherd, even here in the shadowed valley bed. You are the God of morning. You are the God of light. You are the one who watches over me each night. No darkness can defeat you. No shadow hides your face. Even when I cannot feel it, I am standing in your grace. Just a little longer, just a little more. Heaven's light is rising like it has before. This night will pass, your mercy will remain. Every tear I've cried has not been cried in vain. I will wake to see your goodness once again, because you are my shepherd, and this is not the end. This night will pass. You are with me till the rising sun. You will pass. You will pass. You are with me carrying these burdens like they're mine to hold alone, trying to be strong for everyone while my strength is almost gone. Smiling through the pressure, keeping all the fears inside. But every time I try to fix it, I feel more empty than alive. Then I hear you gently calling, come to me and lay it down. You were never meant to carry all of this without me now. There is rest for my weary heart in the shadow of your grace. I can lay down every burden at the feet of mercy's place. When the world is overwhelming and I'm falling apart, there is rest for my weary heart. I believe the lie that faith meant I can never show my pain, like surrender was a weakness, like tears were a stain. But you draw near to the broken, you are close to those who wake. You don't turn away from weakness, you give more than you take. You are not asking for perfection, you are not demanding more. You just want my tired soul to walk through your open doors. For my weary heart, in the shadow of your grace, I can lay down every burden at the feet of mercy's place. When the world is overwhelming and I'm falling apart, there is rest for my weary heart. Rest in your presence, rest in your love, rest in the promise of heaven above. I remember when I gave you every dream and every fear. I didn't know that surrender would mean you're drawing near. Now even in the chaos, there's a quiet place inside, because the one who saved my life is standing by my side. So if my heart grows anxious, if the pressure starts to rise, I will run into your arms and close my eyes.
There is rest for my weary heart in the shadow of your grace. I can lay down every burden at the feet of mercy's place. When the world is overwhelming and I'm falling apart, there is rest
For my weary heart, you restore my soul, you make me whole, you calm the storm inside, you speak, be still, and all my fears begin to lose their pride. I don't have to strive, I don't have to prove, your love has already won me through. There is rest for my weary heart, not in what I do, but in who you are, faithful and true. Now my soul is breathing from the very start. There is rest for my weary heart. I was running from the truth, with a heart too proud to bend, chasing shadows in the dark, calling strangers my best friends. Every high was fading fast, every promise left me dry. I was searching for a reason, didn't know the reason why. Then in the middle of my mess, in the chaos of my sin, you didn't wait for me to fix it, you stepped right in. Grace found me when I was far from home. Grace found me when I was on my own. I didn't earn it, I couldn't deserve it, still you called my name. Grace found me, and I will never be the same. I remember that surrender, on my knees with trembling hands, all the guilt I carried. You said you understand. You took the weight I couldn't bear, placed it on the cross, in the place of my rebellion. You covered every loss. It wasn't my religion, it wasn't what I knew, it was mercy reaching down, pulling me to you. Grace found me when I was far from home. Grace found me when I was on my own. I didn't earn it, I couldn't deserve it, still you called my name. Grace found me, and I will never be the same. Found in the wreckage, found in the fall, found in the moment I gave you my all. Now I walk a different road, not because I'm strong, but because your love has carried me all along. There are still battles ahead, there are valleys left to see, but the one who saved my life is the one who walks with me. So when doubt begins to whisper and the old voice tries to claim, I will stand on what you finished. I am covered in your name. Grace found me when I was far from home. Grace found me when I was on my own. I didn't earn it, I couldn't deserve it, still you called my name. Grace found me, and I will never be the same. It was not by my strength, not by what I could do, it was always your love breaking through. From the cross to the empty grave, you wrote my victory. Now my life is living proof of amazing grace for me. Saved by mercy, held by love, lifted by the one above. Grace found me in my darkest place. Grace found me face to face. Now my heart is open, now my chains are gone. Grace found me and let me home. Grace found me. Grace found me and let me home. Noise of the world gets loud in my head. Deadlines and doubts filling me with dread. Trying to solve tomorrow tonight, forgetting you're already fighting my fight. I've been restless, chasing control, but you keep whispering to my soul, son, just breathe. You don't have to carry it all. Just believe I'll catch you when you fall. Lead me to the still waters, where my heart can finally see you are all I need, Jesus. You are everything to me. When the storm is rising and the fear is closing in, I will walk with you through it and let your peace begin. I remember the night I gave you my life, laid down my pride, laid down the fight. Didn't know the road would be hard, didn't know faith would leave these scars. But every valley's taught me this: your presence is my greatest gift. Even when the shadows grow, even when I don't understand, I don't walk this path alone. You're holding my hand. Lead me to the still waters, where my heart can finally see you are all I need, Jesus. You are everything to me. When the storm is rising and the fear is closing in, I will walk with you through it and let your peace begin. Peace like a river flowing through my soul. Peace like a river, making broken whole. There were days I almost turned around, felt too weak, too lost, too bound, but grace kept calling out my name, reminding me I've been changed. I'm not who I used to be. You've rewritten the story in me. So when anxiety knocks at my door and tries to steal my trust, I'll remember who you are and that you're more than enough. Lead me to the still waters, where my heart can finally see you are all I need, Jesus. You are everything to me. When the storm is rising and the fear is closing in, I will walk with you through it and let your peace begin. You restore my soul, you make me whole. Even in the valley low, you light my way. You never change, you are the shepherd of my soul. I will fear no evil, though the night is long. You are right beside me. You have been all along. Your rod and staff, they comfort me. Your love is setting my heart free. Lead me to the still waters, where my heart can finally see you are all I need, Jesus. You are everything to me. Through the fire, through the valley, through every broken part, I will walk with you forever. You're the shepherd of my heart. Still waters, still waters. I'm safe in your arms. I'm safe in your arms. I didn't think the flames would rise this high. Didn't think I'd watch my dreams burn before my eyes. Prayers felt like they hit the ceiling, tears fell without healing. I asked you, Lord, where are you now? In the smoke, in the dark, But even in the crackling night, there was a quiet, steady light. You never left, you never moved, even when my faith was bruised. In the heat, in the trial, you were with me all the while. Through the firelight, you were standing there with me. Not a single spark falls outside your sovereignty when the heat is closing in, and I feel the weight of it. I will trust you in the flames. You are faithful in the firelight. I used to think that following you meant I wouldn't face the truth, that hardship wouldn't touch my door, that I'd be stronger than before. But faith is forged in holy fire, refined by deep desire, not to escape the pain, but to know your name. You were closer than my fear, closer than the lies I hear. Even when my strength is gone, your presence keeps me holding on. Through the firelight, you are standing there with me. Not a single spark falls outside your sovereignty when the heat is closing in, and I feel the weight of it. I will trust you in the flames. You are faithful in the firelight, faithful in the burning, faithful in the night, faithful in the breaking. You are my light. I look back at the ashes now, see your fingerprints somehow. What I thought would end my story turned into your glory. You shaped my heart in hidden ways, taught my lips to praise. Even when the smoke was thick, you never once let go of it. So if the fire comes again, I know how this will end. You'll be walking next to me, refining what you see. Through the firelight, you are standing there with me. Not a single spark falls outside your sovereignty when the heat is closing in, and I feel the weight of it. I will trust you in the flames. You are faithful in the firelight. Burn away the fear, burn away the pride, burn away the doubt that tries to hide what you are doing in my soul. You're making broken pieces whole. I won't run, I won't hide. You are standing at my side. If the fire is where you lead, that's exactly where I'll be. Oh, through the firelight, you are standing there with me. Every single spark is shaping who I'll be when the heat is closing in, and I feel the weight of it. I will trust you in the flames. You are faithful in the firelight, in the fire, in the night. You are my light. You are my light. The valley's been longer than I thought it would be. Shadows stretching out in front of me. Questions rising with every step. Fighting fear, fighting regret. The mountain feels so far away, but you're closer than my yesterday. I thought blessing meant the highest ground, but I've seen your goodness here and now. In the lowest place, prepare a space for my trembling heart. You set a table in the valley, right in front of all my fears. In the middle of my struggle, you are wiping every tear. When I feel surrounded by the battle raging on, you remind me I belong at the table in the valley. I used to pray for open doors, for easy roads and so much more. Never thought I'd see the day where you teach my soul this way. But even here in barren land, I feel the warmth of your hand. You don't wait for better days, you meet me in the air. You're not just God on the mountain high, you got right here in the fight. You set a table in the valley, right in front of all my fears. In the middle of my struggle, you are wiping every tear. When I feel surrounded by the battle raging on, you remind me I belong at the table in the valley. I belong, even here I belong. Enemies whisper in my ear, you'll never make it out of here. But they don't know the shepherd's voice that calls my heart to rejoice. Even with the storm so near, there's peace when you are here. The valley doesn't have the final say, you're leading me another way. With oil of joy, you anoint my head. Even in the dark, you break the dread. You set a table in the valley, right in front of all my fears. In the middle of my struggle, you are wiping every tear. When I feel surrounded by the battle raging on, you remind me I belong at the table in the valley. Goodness and mercy, they're chasing me down. Even in the shadows, I'm wearing a crown. Not of my strength, not of my might, but because you're with me day and night. I will not fear, I will not run. You have already overcome. The valley low will lead me home. I'm never walking this alone. You set a table in the valley, where my faith is growing strong. In the middle of the battle, you've been with me all along. When I feel surrounded by the darkness closing in, you remind me once again I belong at the table in the valley. In the valley, you are near. At the table, I find you here. I've seen the darkest nights where hope felt out of reach. I walked through broken dreams and things I couldn't preach. There were moments I was certain I was standing there alone. But looking back, I see it now. You were leading me back home. Every tear that hit the ground was but you called me out of darkness. You pulled me from the grave, and every day I walk with you reminds me I've been saved. Not by power, not by pride, but by the scars upon your side. Now I see the bigger plan, even when I don't understand. Your hand is steady over mine. Surely goodness, surely mercy have been chasing after me. Every valley, every heartbreak wasn't what it seemed to be. Even when I felt abandoned, you were closer than my breath. Surely goodness, surely mercy have been with me every step. Running after, your love won't let me go. There will be days ahead where faith is tested again, but I know how this story ends. You are my closest friend, and when my final breath is drawn and my race on earth is through, I'll step into forever, and I'll see that it was you. You were there in every tear, every doubt, every fear. From the valley to the throne, you've been guiding me home. Surely goodness, surely mercy have been chasing after me. Through the fire, through the desert, through uncertainty. Even when I felt abandoned, you were closer than my breath. Surely goodness, surely mercy have been with me every step. I won't forget what you've done, how you carried me when I couldn't run. Every promise still remains. You are faithful, you don't change. All my life you have been good. All my days you've withstood every storm that tried to shake me. Your goodness overtakes me. Surely goodness, surely mercy will follow me all my days. Through the shadows and the sunlight, I will lift my praise. From the valley to forever, my heart will testify. Surely goodness, surely mercy are my song for all my life. Surely goodness, surely mercy, all my life, all my life. I've walked through valleys deep and wide, seen tears fall from these eyes. I felt the weight of broken days and silent midnight cries, but every road that led me here was held within your hands. Even when I didn't know you had a greater plan, from the moment I said yes, you carried me through every test. Now I see through every storm, you were shaping where I belong. I will dwell in your house forever, in the light of your unfailing love. Through every season, every weather, you are more than enough. From the valley to the mountain, from the battle to the praise, I will dwell in your presence all of my days. I was just a young man searching for something I could hold, chasing after empty promises and stories I've been told. But grace rewrote my future, the cross became my home, and now I walk a different road. I'm never alone. I gave my life to Jesus Christ and found the truth, the way, the life. It wasn't strength, it wasn't pride, it was surrender that changed my life. I will dwell in your house forever, in the light of your unfailing love, through every season, every weather. You are more than enough. From the valley to the mountain, from the battle to the praise, I will dwell in your presence all of my days, all my days, all my days. I will dwell all my days. And when my journey here is done, when my race on earth is run, I'll step beyond the veil of time into eternal light divine. No more sorrow, no more fear, only worship drawing near, face to face with the one who saved the very soul he gave. Every tear you wiped away will turn to endless praise. From the first breath to the last, you've been faithful, holding fast. I will dwell in your house forever, in the light of your unfailing love, through every trial, every pressure. You have always been enough. From the shadow of the valley to the glory of your grace, I will dwell in your presence forever, face to face. Lead me home to the place where I belong, where mercy sings eternal songs and I am fully known. No more night, no more pain, only joy that will remain in your house, in your